Now a block is only of value to me within this drawing file. So this refrigerator block can only currently be used in this kitchen drawing. What I want to do now is take that refrigerator and make it into its own drawing file. So I'm going to be making a W block. I'm going to be giving it a DWG extension so that it resides on my hard drive and not necessarily within this drawing file. So to begin writing the block or creating the file, we have to type W at the command line. You can type W, that's the shortcut, or you can type W block. Oddly enough, there is no icon for this, so it has to be via the keyboard. I'm typing W and now enter, and there is our right block window. And going up to the source, you'll notice I can select objects. I could select the entire drawing and convert it into its own drawing file, but that doesn't make sense because a W block and a drawing file are the same thing. Or I can select block, and when I click on this radio button, I can go to my pull down list and find the refrigerator. Because it's already a block, I don't have to go through the process of selecting the objects again. That's why the base point and the objects area appear grayed out. The destination. Currently it's going to be placed in this folder. If I wanted it elsewhere, I would click on the button with the three dots. As you can see, it was ready to place it directly into my documents, but what I really want to do is place it into my VTC folder. So I'm going to double click VTC. You can see the list of drawings I have there, and I'm going to select Save, and it has modified the location. Insert units should be inches, and now we can go ahead and select OK. And just like that, very quickly you saw a preview appear, flashed in and out. So did I create my drawing file? The only way to be sure is to select File and select Open, and from my list of drawing files, there it is, ref.dwg. I'm going to open that, and I'm going to zoom extents and then zoom out a little bit here. And as you can see, the drawing itself, because I converted it into a drawing file, it's back to being the individual entities. And furthermore, you can see that it brought in the layer A wall because that was our current layer. The next time, I should probably have layer 0 as my current layer. But it doesn't really matter. That's okay. I'm going to close this file out, save changes. I haven't really made any changes, so I'm going to indicate no. And we are back to our drawing. Let's say, for example, I wanted to create a W block out of a set of entities that weren't a block yet. Let's take our stove. I'm going to zoom in here, zoom in a little closer. This time I will make layer 0 current, and let me go to my tools and select change to current layer. Select the objects, implied window this area, and enter. And now I can go ahead and create my W block. Typing W, enter. Now I want to select objects, base point pick. Again, I always go to the lower left hand corner, so I'm going to pick here. Objects, let's select the objects. And I did a right click at the end there, which brings me back to my right block dialog box. And I want to convert them to a block in this file now, as well as creating a drawing file. Now, going back to file name and path, I'm going to select, and it is placing it into my VTC folder. The block name I'm going to give it is stove and select save. Everything appears correct, and I will go ahead and OK that. So what happened, two things. One, it created the drawing file, and second, it created a block and left it in our file here. To double check, select File, Open, and in this list we should see stove, and there it is. If I open that, notice layer 0 was current, therefore it's on there, and you can see here are the entities. They are back to the individual entities because this is the drawing file, this is not the block. And maybe what I may want to do is place the line here, maybe, or if I'm going to continue using it the way I have, there is no need for a line here. So closing this out takes us back to our drawing file, and now I will select this block and place it on the correct layer. And that's how we create a drawing file or a W block.